The Power of Silence, Unlocking the Path to Abundance. Written by Theo E. David. Chapter 1. A Silent Awakening. It was a crisp autumn morning when Sarah first encountered the power of silence. Her life, like many others, was a cacophony of responsibilities, expectations, and constant noise. The relentless pace of her job, the demands of family, and the never-ending stream of information from her phone left her feeling perpetually exhausted. One day, while scrolling through social media, she stumbled upon a post about a silent retreat. Intrigued and desperate for change, she decided to give it a try. Arriving at the retreat center nestled in the mountains, Sarah was greeted by an atmosphere of tranquility. The silence was almost tangible, a stark contrast to the noise she had left behind. Over the next few days, she began to experience a profound transformation. In the absence of words, she started to listen more deeply to nature, to her own thoughts, and to the subtle whispers of her soul. As she sat by a serene lake one afternoon, she realized that silence was not just the absence of noise, but a powerful presence that brought clarity and peace. For the first time in years, she felt truly connected to herself. It was in this stillness that Sarah began to understand the immense power of being silent. Chapter 2. The Inner Dialogue. Returning home from the retreat, Sarah was determined to incorporate silence into her daily life. She started with small steps, setting aside 15 minutes each morning to sit in silence. At first, her mind raced with thoughts and worries, but gradually, she learned to let them pass like clouds in the sky. In the silence, she became aware of her inner dialogue. She noticed how often her thoughts were filled with self-criticism and doubt. By observing these patterns without judgment, she began to cultivate self-compassion. She realized that silence was not just about quieting the external noise, but also about healing the internal chaos. With time, Sarah found that these moments of silence helped her navigate challenges with greater ease. When faced with difficult decisions at work, she would take a few minutes to sit quietly, allowing the noise to settle and clarity to emerge. This practice of silent reflection became her secret weapon, enabling her to make more thoughtful and confident choices. Chapter 3. Silent Connections. One of the most surprising benefits of silence was its impact on Sarah's relationships. Initially, she feared that being silent would create distance between her and her loved ones. However, she discovered that the opposite was true. By practicing active listening and being fully present in conversations, she fostered deeper connections. During family dinners, she started to listen more and speak less. She noticed the subtle emotions in her children's voices and the unspoken concerns in her husband's eyes. By giving them her undivided attention, she created a safe space for them to express themselves. The quality of their interactions improved, and their bond grew stronger. At work, Sarah applied the same principles. In meetings, she would pause before responding, giving herself time to process information and respond thoughtfully. Her colleagues began to appreciate her calm demeanor and insightful contributions. Through silence, she had become a more effective communicator and leader. Chapter 4. The Silent Observer. As Sarah delved deeper into the practice of silence, she began to explore the concept of being a silent observer. This meant stepping back from the constant need to react and simply witnessing life as it unfolded. It was a practice of mindfulness, where she observed her thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without attachment or judgment. One evening, she decided to take a silent walk in a nearby park. As she strolled along the winding paths, she noticed the vibrant colors of the autumn leaves, the gentle rustling of the wind, and the distant sound of a river flowing. She felt a profound sense of connection with nature and an overwhelming gratitude for the simple beauty of life. Being a silent observer also helped Sarah manage stress and anxiety. When faced with a challenging situation, she would remind herself to step back and observe her reactions. Instead of getting caught up in the drama, she watched her emotions with curiosity and compassion. This detachment allowed her to respond with greater wisdom and calmness. Chapter 5. Silent Manifestation. As Sarah continued her journey, she discovered that silence was a powerful tool for manifestation. In the stillness, she could clearly envision her goals and desires. She learned that silence was not just about emptying the mind, but also about planting seeds of intention. Each morning, she would spend a few minutes visualizing her dreams in a state of quiet focus. She imagined herself achieving her career goals, enjoying loving relationships, and living a life of abundance. By aligning her thoughts with her deepest desires, she activated the law of attraction. Sarah noticed that as she became more attuned to her inner world, opportunities began to appear in her outer world. She met people who supported her aspirations, stumbled upon resources that aided her growth, and found herself in situations that aligned with her goals. It was as if the universe was responding to her silent intentions. Chapter 6. Embracing the Unknown. Silence also taught Sarah the art of embracing the unknown. In a world that constantly seeks answers and certainty, silence offered a sanctuary of acceptance. It reminded her that it was okay not to have all the answers, and that some of life's greatest mysteries were meant to be experienced rather than solved. One winter night, Sarah found herself sitting by the fire, reflecting on her journey. She realized that silence had become her greatest teacher. It had taught her to trust the process, to be patient, and to surrender to the flow of life. In the silence, she had found a profound sense of peace and contentment. Chapter 7. Silence in Action. As Sarah's life transformed through the power of silence, she felt a growing desire to share this gift with others. She started by leading silent meditation sessions at her local community center. People from all walks of life joined, each seeking solace and clarity in the silence. During these sessions, Sarah guided participants to connect with their breath, observe their thoughts, and embrace the stillness within. The impact was profound. Many shared stories of personal breakthroughs, newfound peace, and a deeper connection to themselves. Encouraged by the positive response, Sarah decided to write a book about her experiences. She wanted to inspire others to explore the power of silence and discover its transformative potential. In her book, she shared practical tips, personal anecdotes, and guided exercises to help readers embark on their own silent journey. Chapter 8. A Silent Revolution. Sarah's book, The Power of Silence, became a bestseller, touching the lives of countless individuals worldwide. People from different cultures and backgrounds resonated with her message, realizing that silence was a universal language that transcended boundaries. Through her workshops, online courses, and speaking engagements, Sarah continued to spread the message of silence. She witnessed a silent revolution unfolding, a movement of people reclaiming their inner peace and harnessing the power of stillness to create positive change in their lives. Conclusion. The endless journey years passed, and Sarah's life was a testament to the transformative power of silence. She had achieved success in her career, cultivated loving relationships, and lived a life of purpose and fulfillment. But more importantly, she had found an unshakable inner peace that no external circumstance could diminish. As she sat by the same lake where her journey began, she realized that the journey of silence was an endless one. It was a path of continuous growth, discovery, and connection. In the silence, she had found herself, and in finding herself, she had found everything. The power of being silent had unlocked the door to abundance, guiding her to a life of richness and depth. And as she looked out at the tranquil waters, she knew that this gift was available to anyone willing to embrace the stillness and listen to the whispers of their soul. In the end, Sarah understood that silence was not just a practice but a way of being, a way of living fully present, deeply connected, and abundantly alive. And with that realization, she smiled, knowing that the journey of silence was, indeed, the journey of a lifetime. I hope you have enjoyed this life lesson. If you have, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel here at the Audiobook Shelf.